Ken Faree, the star of the original Dawn of the Dead by George A. Romero, shares a plea to preserve the Dawn of the Dead Mall in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Recently, well, let's just read through the story here. I'm sure it'll have all the info that we need. So it says the Monroeville Mall, where George A. Romero famously filmed Dawn of the Dead, was recently sold to Walmart. Although the retail giant has yet to disclose its plans for the property, horror fans are concerned about losing the iconic location. The mall is currently home to a bronze bust of Romero, commemorating its cinematic legacy, as well as the Living Dead Museum. It has also hosted zombie walks, tours, and conventions, in addition to becoming a tourist spot for horror fans. Ken Faree, who starred as Peter Washington in Dawn of the Dead, shared his impassioned thoughts about the future of the Monroeville Mall on social media. And he says, quote, "This place means a great deal to millions. It is now going to be replaced by a major retailer. The question is, does the Monroeville Mall have the necessary requirements to become a historical landmark? Historical landmarks are places where people visit because it has a significant place in their life. It is a building or a place that has achieved fame and notoriety because of the significant contribution to our history. The Monroeville Mall may not qualify, but let's look at its history. The Washington or Lincoln monuments, it's not. And of course, not Mount Rushmore. But I would dare to say that it's visited and celebrated by more vacationers, sightseers, and fans than a lot of the historical landmarks in America." There you go. I mean, stated as only Ken Faree could. I can imagine his voice saying it, guys. There's something about that. I can just totally imagine him saying it. Let's see here. This goes on, so I don't feel the need to read every little bit of this. But yeah, the mall was built in 1969 as a hub of consumerism, and 78 is when they made the film. And I would imagine everyone watching this video after the fact or hanging out in the live stream, we've all seen Dawn of the Dead. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about this movie, and it is amazing that this building is still there and that it is used as a museum and kind of like a little bit of a horror mecca, especially for folks that are, zombie fans or fans of George Romero. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. I would personally, I've never been there before. I'd love to visit someday. It's all the way across the country from where I'm at. But I certainly wouldn't want to see it gutted or, look unrecognizable to us horror fans. So we'll see. What kind of play is Walmart going to do? I mean, they're Walmart, so they're probably like, Donna, what? Like, what is this all about? Like, who cares about this building? Like, if we knew that a bunch of dorks cared about this building, we would have never bought it, because here we go. But let me know what you guys think in the comments here. Let's see. Gina says, I hope Ken gets that. I absolutely love Dawn. There's a zombie in it that looks like my Aunt Mary. There you go. Walmart isn't going to give a crap about us fans. Yeah, I would imagine that they are not going to care about that at all. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I mean, I had to share that. Romero is arguably my favorite director of all time. I adore the Living Dead films, and, Dawn of the Dead, seeing that as like I don't know, I was like 16 or 17, probably 17 when I first saw it, just kind of blew my mind. So I'm hoping they can preserve this thing. I don't know what it takes, but as Jamie says, I think I'm kind of with you there, Jamie, that Walmart isn't going to care. So yeah, they'd have to have like a hardcore fan on the board to be like, guys, hear me out. Let's try to be the good guys here. And who knows? Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised, guys.